Hello, my beautiful fellow yogis, and welcome back to your mat. Thank you for trusting me to guide you through your practice today. We will begin by standing at the back of our mat in a mountain position, and together we'll take 3 cleansing breaths to connect the mind, body, and spirit. So on an inhale, we'll reach our hands to the sky, growing long in our spine, maybe pausing at the top and finding a back bend, connecting with your breath and filling your lungs completely with oxygen. And as you exhale, bring your arms down by your side. Again, inhaling for the sky, shooting power out your fingertips, and then exhale, letting it all go. Last time, really making it count, we'll inhale, reach for the sky, fill our lungs completely with oxygen, pausing at the top, and then as we exhale, we'll find prayer hands at heart center, taking a moment to set an intention for your practice or for your day. On your next inhale, reach your hands for the sky, and as you exhale, dive your chest forward, keeping a generous bend in your knees to find your forward fold. We'll clasp opposite elbows and sway from side to side like a rag doll here, allowing your knees to bend as much as needed so that your upper body can hang loosely. Direct your inhales to any areas where there may be tension and use your exhales to let that tension melt away. On your next inhale, we'll find a half lift with fingertips on the ground or on your shins, keeping a strong back. Then exhale, melt, and slowly start to walk into a plank position, actively pressing into all 10 fingertips and pushing the earth away from you. You can imagine as if you were shooting energy out the crown of your head and out your heels. Take a big inhale, and then on your next exhale, reach your hips to the sky to find your downward facing dog. Keeping your gaze towards your feet, you can bend 1 foot at a time to find a stretch in the calves. Stay actively pressing through all 10 fingertips and keep your spine nice and long. On your next exhale, reach both heels towards your mat, finding a moment of stillness. And then as we inhale, we'll reach our right leg towards the sky for 3-legged dog. Then option to drop that right leg to the left side to find your scorpion. You can find slow hip circles here to open up that hip and release any tension, taking your time and making sure to rotate both directions. Now squaring off our hips, as we exhale, we'll bring our right knee towards our nose, hovering above our mat to find some core work. Then we'll inhale, return to our 3-legged dog. As we exhale, we'll bring our right knee towards our right elbow and inhale, return to our 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, activating that core, and then inhale, 3-legged dog. Then as you exhale, bring your right foot to the top of your mat, landing in our high lunge. As we inhale, we'll sweep our arms up to the sky, and then as we exhale, we'll drop our back foot and find our warrior 2. Flipping that front palm towards the sky, as we inhale, we'll reach forward, and as we exhale, we'll take it back for reverse warrior. On an inhale, we'll straighten out that front leg and find our triangle pose with our gaze up towards the sky. As we exhale, cartwheel those hands back to the mat to find our high lunge. Drop that back foot and rock it back on an exhale to find your half split. Keeping your hips square and a soft bend in your knees. On your next inhale, we'll rock forward, curling our back toes under, returning to our high lunge, and then bringing our right foot back to meet our left to find our plank. Take a big inhale, and then exhale, slowly lower onto your belly, finding your baby cobra or your full chaturanga. Inhaling in your back bend, and then as you exhale, reach your hips to the sky, returning to your downward facing dog. Inhale, reaching that left leg to the sky for 3-legged dog with the option to drop your hip open and find your scorpion. If you found your scorpion, you have the option to find some hip circles. Evenly pressing through both hands, we'll square off our hips, return to our 3-legged dog, and on an exhale, we'll bring our left elbow up towards our nose, hovering above our mat. Then inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale into your 3-legged dog. And exhale, left knee, right elbow. We'll then inhale back to our three-legged dog, and exhale, bring your left foot to the top of your mat, landing in your high lunge. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky, and then exhale, drop into your warrior two, shooting power out your fingertips. Inhale those left fingertips forward, palm facing towards the sky, exhaling it back for reverse warrior. And then inhale, straightening out that left leg and dropping into your triangle. Gaze up towards the sky, and then exhale, cartwheel your hands onto your mat, finding your low lunge, dropping that back knee onto your mat, and then exhale, dropping your hips back for your half split. Keeping a soft bend in that front knee and your hips square, we'll then inhale, rock forward, curl our back toes under, and step back to find our plank. Take an inhale and then exhale into your chaturanga or baby cobra. Inhale in your back bend, and then exhale, press your hips up, returning to your downward facing dog. Take a full and complete inhale once you've landed, and then exhale, slowly drop your knees onto your mat to find your tabletop. With wrists under shoulders and knees under hips, we'll start to find some cat-cows. As you exhale, press into all 10 fingertips and reach your shoulders towards the sky to find your cat. And as you inhale, reach your belly towards your mat and open up your chest to the front of the room to find your cows. Syncing breath with movement, exhale, reaching those shoulders to the sky to find your cat, and inhale, dropping your belly, opening up your chest to find your cow. Syncing breath with movement, take this on your own time. Now finding a neutral spine, we'll flip our fingers towards our knees to find a stretch in the wrist, getting ourselves ready for our crow pose. You can rock your hips from side to side, maybe find slow circles over your wrists, or slowly rock back and forth. Then flipping our fingertips towards the edges of our mat, we'll rock from side to side or maybe find some slow circles. And then we'll slowly sink our hips back onto our heels and then place the backs of our hands onto our mat so that our palms are facing up. You can gently put weight into your hands and maybe rock back and forth, being careful not to put too much weight into your hands. Then slowly releasing, we'll prepare ourselves for crow pose. Placing your hands shoulder width distance apart with your fingers spread wide and your palms firmly pressing into the mat. Lift your hips towards the sky, letting your weight shift into your hands, and slowly walk your feet in as close as you can. Bend your knees and come up onto your tippy toes, sinking into a squat. Draw your knees high up onto your upper arms towards your armpits. Lean your weight forward and gaze just past your fingertips. Let your toes grow light and maybe one foot lifts at a time, or maybe both. Pull your heels in towards you and lift through the heart and keep your breath steady. If you fall, just know that you can always get back up and try again. We'll now slowly release by planting our feet onto our mat and reaching our hips towards the sky, finding our forward fold. We'll clasp opposite elbows or maybe shake out our wrists, or you have the option to clasp your hands behind your back, interlacing your fingers and allowing your arms to fall over your head to open your upper back and give your wrists a little bit of a break. Wherever you're at, stay connected with your breath and feel proud of yourself for trying something new. We'll then slowly lower our knees onto our mat and then swing our legs out in front of us to find an easy seated position. To quickly send some love to our upper body and neck, we'll drop our left ear towards our left shoulder and slowly start to find some neck circles. You can pause anywhere that there is tension or actively reach your elbows towards the mat to increase this stretch. Breathe into that tension and use your exhales to let that tension melt away. Make sure that you also rotate the opposite direction so that we are able to find balance. Now, finding a neutral neck and spine, we'll finish off our practice by taking 3 cleansing breaths together. So as we inhale, we'll reach our hands to the sky, actively shooting energy out our fingertips, and then pausing at the top to grow a nice long spine. Then exhale, bring your arms down by your side, and again, inhale, reach your hands to the sky, filling your lungs completely. Then exhale, letting it all go. Last time, inhale to the sky, filling your entire body with oxygen, and then as you exhale, find prayer hands at heart center. Thank you so much for moving your body and having some fun with me today. It was an honor to get to guide you through your practice. Namaste.